Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, Tyler Perry got our attention with Ruthless, Season 2, Episodes 1, 2, and 3. He wanted to drop it all like this is some kind of Netflix special. Better than WandaVision, I gotta say that. Shit. Anyway, where would you like to begin, Stacey?
We now know why the highest does not like vagina.
That was a hard story. It really was. I mean, Crystal Ball really gave like that performance right there. Like he's like, his mama used to make him have sex with her. It kind of reminded me of Antoine Fisher. Like that's all I was thinking. Like one day he was like, "I'm still standing. I'm still here. I'm still strong." I was like, "Oh, beautiful." So this and it like just like what River said, once he busts a nut, he's gonna start crying. You got to hold him like a baby and work him through that shit.
Yeah, because he's going to feel dirty afterwards.
So even when he has sex with men, he feels dirty?
I mean, if their ass is bleeding all over you, I would probably feel a little dirty too.
Well, that's a different thing. I mean, this particular dirty is like he's going back to his trauma. Like that's why he's like, the women cannot be touched. I cannot touch women. You know, so they're beneath me, which actually doesn't make a lot of sense. Like I'm gonna give Tyler Perry 2 points for the fact that like when you get that kind of trauma, like you have to like you do your best to try to overcompensate for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes some kind of logical sense that he's like, when I think of a woman, I think of my mother molesting me, and therefore I don't want to be a woman. Like that kind of makes some sense.
Is he speaking from experience?
Of course not, but I'm saying it has some kind of logical connection. I'm just saying Tyler Perry has written some stupid shit, and we've pointed him out. Be like, for example, we're gonna get to Lilo's.
He has also sat on Oprah's couch and talked about his uh, sexual trauma as a child.
Oh, well,
But I don't
again,
think he specified who did it.
I mean, again, everything's written, directed, and produced by Tyler Perry. So at some point, he's working out his issues. Through this stuff,
Maybe he's
trying to tell us something. He's trying to tell us something, right? I maybe maybe he's the highest in his new studio. It's the Rakadushi compound because everybody comes to it.
If we found out he went to prison, we know something.
There could be some history there. There could be some history there. But like I was thinking, so again, so now Ruth is the love toy of two lovers, actually. The tale of two lovers, right? So she's stuck between two penises who actually interact with each other from time to time. I like how, again, it's almost like he wrote Candace from like the have nots and just brought the character to here. There'd be like a woman who's like former prostitute, check, you know what I'm saying, had an online profile, check, you know what I'm saying, now fucking her way up to the top, the way Tally puts it. I mean, I was like, does Tyler Perry at some level just like think black women are prostitutes? Like,
He has the Madonna whore complex.
they're the one or the other?
You're a dirty whore who's manipulating men and getting over on men, or you're like the helpless woman victim who can't do anything without a man and she needs to be coddled and taken care of.
Man, that's pretty good analysis. Because Ruth is definitely the former. Because she's like you're so good. I was like, don't do it too much though. Like when she was like kind of compliment him and shit, he's like, was I good? Like, oh, you were so good. He's like, but I wasn't the best. And she was like, I got to make him work for it, right? She's like, no, you weren't the best, but you were one of the biggest. If he would have said, was Daikon the other one? Oh, what? No. I thought he would have smelled like Daikon's penis on her or something, like somewhere. Conversely, I thought Daikon would have been like, why am I smelling the highest semen on you? Like something. And let's talk about Daikon. Like he genuinely loves both of these people. And that's so weird. Like I don't know which one he would pick over the other. Like if he had to choose.
Well, Ruth does that thing with her tongue, so I don't know.
Thank you for reminding me. I really thought the highest was gonna say that shit. Remember, that's what I said. What I said was Daikon is gonna do the same thing to the highest that Ruth does to both of them And that's when the highest is gonna put it together. The next time they're together, he's gonna be like, hey, what you doing down there? The only person did it like that was Ruth. And it's all gonna go to shit. I think Daikon is gonna try to kill River. I think the jealousy is gonna get there.
Maybe.
Again, why is Ruth taking it up the ass for so many months? No, excuse me, Daikon. I mean, why River? Why is River taking up the ass so many months? They're all taking up the ass, all right? So I'm not wrong in any of this. Daikon's getting fucked in the ass. I'm pretty sure Ruth got fucked in the ass. Just because that's what the highest does. I can't believe he just tried different holes for no reason. So anyway, Daikon killing River. I see it again. River, there's other ways to make money, bro. Like, I mean, this is way too much work you putting on yourself. Because William is snap. So let's think about this. So if the highest is banging Daikon and River, who willingly give up the ass, why is he raping William still?
It's a domination thing, I believe. Power. I don't know.
I just don't I don't get it. It just seems kind of weird. You think Ruth is going too far trying to claim she's pregnant all of a sudden with a boy? Like, what doctor did you go to?
Oldest trick in the book. Oh, I feel like it's a boy. Like, it's an ego thing. Oh, I made a boy. Yes.
Again, Daikon, Mr. Investigator, he didn't look at Ruth's like online profile before she and Tally joined the crew. Like, he just figured out that she was a prostitute and she had a website.
I think he knew she was a prostitute. I don't know if he knew the details of her operation. And who's paying for the site to still be up?
The same
Like,
one who was paying for Candace's site.
What'd you say?
Remember, Candace, she had an online whole profile when the Have and Have Not started.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm like, Daikon investigates everyone before they come to the crew. How much money they got, what did they do? Like that's his job. So I can't believe that he just all of a sudden found this escort website that, and I'm assuming Tally and Ruth used when they were on the street. But if you got a website, you shouldn't be on the street. They sound like they're like street hoes, not like website hoes. Like that's escorts. That's like an upper level.
I mean, they probably dabbled in both. I don't know if they were necessarily standing on the street, but
Nah, Tally. No, they were talking about their street time. They were like, we're on the street and we had to get the other hoes. Like they make it seem like they were like high class call girls. That's why they wanted to get out the life.
maybe that was before. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway,
Maybe they just diversified their operations.
well, apparently Ruth. So let's get this straight. So wasn't Tally the one? No, it was River who's like, fuck the highest, and we can get this like taken care of. Because Tally's like, I can't, like, it was River who came up with that idea. So now he think he's pimping like Ruth, but Ruth's like, no, I'm in charge of this. Like, I'm running all this thing. I'm trying to see, like, because now she and Tally are like at odds. Do you think Tally was right? I mean, do you think Ruth is right? Like I got a plan to stick with me.
Well, Tally's concerned about her kids. Ruth has not shown any type of consideration for her child. She has not checked on her child. She has not asked about her child. She has not tried to go see her child. She just like, I'm just trying to get the hell up out of here the best way I can.
And get paid on the way out. Now
And
somehow escaping is not enough.
Thinking about that kid.
But you know what she did? What she was thinking about though? The money she left with Barry.
Like I said.
But clearly these shows they're not consistent. Like, because the Ruth of the Oval is living out of DC. Just got kidnapped off the street. So I'm like, two different Ruths in the multiverse or something. Maybe the two Ruths are gonna come together. Maybe Tyler Perry's gonna take it to some Marvel shit. And then all of a sudden, like, when this Ruth goes to the other Barry's house to get the money, maybe Barry's gonna be in both shows. Maybe she does leave and we get a whole new different form of Barry. And Nancy and Richard and all of them. So maybe that's what happens when they eventually leave.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's talk about Lilo, the late Lilo. I'm happy Tyler Perry. I was about to cuss him out. I really was about the ridiculousness. Okay, of what I was watching. That Oliver thought that he chopped up a body by himself with no blood on him whatsoever, and he put him in a barrel full of wood, and no one saw any body parts sticking out of this barrel. I was like, stop it.
And he learned all this through gang activity in prison.
Please note that Tommy said, your dad taught us how to do this when we were kids. So there is some precedent that at some point in the gang life, you got to chop up a body and stick him in a wheelbarrow. I don't know.
And not get bloody in the process.
And I mean, if I have to bring up another Tyler Perry production, we got that Jason, right? Killed Denise and chopped her head off. No blood on him whatsoever. Apparently that's the story we're going with. So Tyler Perry, but anyway, I like how Andrew brought up all of this when Oliver finally confessed to Andrew when he got back. I was like, Andrew was like, how in the world did you do this without putting any blood on you? How in the world is it that no one saw you? Where the hell is the body parts? I was like, yes, yes, and yes. I was like, good on you, Tyler Perry. I don't know. Anyway, so Andrew fakes his wife's death. I'm sure if Mac wasn't there, he would have killed him. I think Mac saved Lacey. Was it? Yeah. Let me check. Is it Lacey? What is his wife's name? All right, so I looked it up. My bad. It was Sarah. So there you go. So therefore, Andrew is married to Sarah. Sarah is still fucking Malcolm. And we found out that Malcolm fucked Lynn. So basically, he just does all his co-workers' wives. So when Brian comes home from being undercover, somehow he switches clothes in 10 minutes, drives back to DC to go see Lynn because Lynn went to somebody's house looking for drugs, whatever. She says, I want a divorce. I want a divorce. And she's like, have you ever done anything wrong? And he's like, I'm selfish, which is true. I'm committed to my job, which is also true, because your wife is a recovering drug addict. She got raped and drugged, and yet you're still out here trying to bring down this cult and let somebody else do it. Anyway, she's like, well, have you ever cheated? I was like, please don't be an addict and a cheater too. And she's like, I fucked Malcolm. I was like, who hasn't fucked Malcolm? Like,
how did I miss that?
Yeah. And then Brian just walked out. She's like, where are you going? He's like, she just said to kill Malcolm. Because either Andrew or Brian needs to kill Malcolm. Like that's just and does Sarah know that Malcolm slept with Lynn? Because I'm pretty sure Sarah's like, I'm special. Like he only wants to be with me.
But that's her cousin's man, right?
Yes.
And she said, remember she was talking to her and she was like, he flirted with me on Christmas or something. Or
I can't remember all that. I'm not gonna lie.
When they were drinking, they were like, we're gonna have ice cream and whatever.
Yes, I do remember that. So wait. Who's Malcolm's wife?
We did see her, or we heard her voice.
We did. So Malcolm
was married. Called her. He was like, "Are you with Lynn?" And she's like, "No." She said she was gonna go out and get a score or something. And he was like, "Well, can you go check on her or something?"
Okay. Cynthia is a functioning alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
She is cousins with Lynn.
Right.
So, all right. So, yeah, right. So Malcolm, so you're saying, so Malcolm flirted with Cynthia. Malcolm was married to Cynthia. Malcolm was married to Cynthia, had sex with Lynn, which is Cynthia's cousin. There's some kind of family. There's some kind of family. They are family.
They're cousins.
All right, so they're cousins. All right. And then Cynthia is friends with Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
So Malcolm was oh. So why they not friends now?
Because she found out she was fucking her husband?
That's right, because he pulled the gun on him. That's right. Cynthia went over to the house. Then Malcolm pulled the gun on Cynthia, and Cynthia showed up. That's right, because Andrew came and was like, "Hey, by the way, your husband's fucking my wife." He's like, "What?" That's right. So now Malcolm. So when is Cynthia gonna find out that Malcolm also fucked her cousin?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, this is, man. It's okay. We're trying to keep it straight. You know, Malcolm's penis has been in a lot of places, but he's committed to Sarah. He's committed. I mean, he's like, I don't care what happened. Mac is like, you need to leave this alone. He's like, I'm staying right here, and I'm taking Sarah, because now she has to be in witness protection. Because once again, why is it Daikon has made no effort to send someone to verify what Andrew says? Like, how does Daikon not know that Andrew's an FBI agent? Therefore, Andrew was undercover. Therefore, he probably can orchestrate a fake news story and fake a person's death. Daikon he smelled Andrew's dick. Like, I'm not gonna let that go. Like, he was tracking footprints. That's to the level of investigator this man is when necessary. But when it comes to big stuff, like, what does Andrew do for a living? Who is Lynn's, husband? What does he do for a living? Like, Daikon makes no effort to look into any of this. He's too busy trying to keep River away from the highest. Makes no sense. I don't know. So anyway, let's get back to that Lilo. So Lilo's chopped up perfectly. Okay. Oliver tries to console Lacey, his girlfriend Lacey, to say, "Hey, I've taken care of it." And instead of Lacey saying thank you for saving me, she ungrateful. She absolutely 100% ungrateful. Talking about she gonna start screaming. Sometimes, man, we go too far. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes we commit crimes for these women and they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you gotta be like, who is she worth it? Answer is probably no. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just keep that in mind before you start doing chivalrous shit, like killing people and fighting people, and then your penguin girl leaves you for another penguin. Oh man, that's messed up. I know I'm getting off track. Anyway, Stacy sent me this video that I watched last night. National Geographic shit. And she's like, dude, you gotta watch these penguins. And I'm like, I've seen Happy Feet. Why am I watching this? This shit was like Jerry Springer meets Happy Feet. This poor penguin dude came to his nest with his woman. She in there with another penguin. He fights for his penguin. Just like Oliver. He trying to stand up for his woman. You know what I'm saying? And what happens? This poor penguin gets his ass whooped. He's bloody. I didn't think penguins fought like that. Poor penguin got his ass whooped.
It's an eye or something?
They're saying they're both going for each other's eyes. I mean, he looked like he still had an eye. But anyway, he got his ass whooped, and his woman left him and stayed with the man that she was cheating with. Even penguins ain't shit. So you got to think about that. Anyway, my point is, Oliver's doing too much for Lacey, who's like, and maybe she's traumatized. She was like gang raped. I mean, that's horrible. I mean, I understand that, but like, say thank you. Thank you, Oliver, for trying to protect me. How do we get out of this situation? Because we're stuck in a camp where we could be murdered soon. Like, get the F out. Like, he's a security guard. He can just walk you out this shit. Like, just go.
Get in Lilo's car and ride out.
Since they had to get rid of the car, Andrew's like, once the car magically disappears, no one's going to ask where Lilo is anymore. I was like, that's not how that works with Clark and the two guards up front. And Clark's job by himself is to hunt down 6 people that ran out the camp and kill them. Is that the plan? So no, they'll just say that they just ran away from camp and no one was there was no repercussions from that. And he's like, because Daikon was like, wait for them to be gone away from the camp so no one can hear them. And Clark's okay with this. Like, he's still on board.
He's down for the raccoon.
And so is Andrew. Like, Andrew, This people ask you to murder your wife. I mean, yes, she is cheating on you. Yes. I mean, I understand
He
that.
wanted to kill her anyway, so
Only Mac. Mac's the only reason that woman's still alive. I have no doubt. Mac, he's like, why are you here, Andrew? Oh, to kill my wife and my cheating wife and my coworker who she's fucking. And Mac's like, no, I got an idea. Let's fake her death. How about we actually kill her though? Andrew's like, no. I'm a method actor. I kill her, then we take the pictures. Andrew should have came back and killed him anyway, and be like, the raccoon got to him. That's why it wasn't me. Like they figured out she was still alive, and they killed her and Malcolm. Anyway, after getting fucked in the ass and being asked to kill his wife, Andrew is still committed to the highest. Do you think he was jealous when William said he was being raped?
no.
Because his face was like, oh, I can't.
I think it was more of a shock and like sadness. I don't think he was, because he's into Tally, right? That's his boo.
But he loves the highest. Like even with all that, he still loves the highest.
I just think he likes anal penetration. I don't know if it's necessarily the highest, so to speak.
No, because he said he was like, because even with Tally, he was like, we're gonna go to the highest, and the highest will allow us to be married. Like he still sees him as a deity in some
right, but
weird
he's
way.
not in love with the highest.
I'm saying he would be seated again if necessary.
He's way too dedicated to his job.
You remember when Mac was like, I can't believe someone would do this, and Andrew's response was, what somebody would try to almost kill his wife. I think that's what he said.
Mm.
And I was like, Max said no. It said no, that you would get up in the ass. Like I didn't think about going so undercover that you would give up your booty for the job. Like that's too much. That's way too much. Like I'm out. I am out. I'm like, you know what? I'm retiring right now. That's what he should have said. Maybe Andrew do want to bring it up because he knows probably what Mac was thinking. But like later on, Mac should have talked to Sarah and be like, you know, he took it up the ass, right? Like we gonna acknowledge this because this is not okay. And then for Daikon to tell Ruth when she's like, I'm your son is gonna look just like you. And he's like, no, it's the highest child. I'm like, why? Because the highest seeded Daikon. So Daikon really believes, I guess, that once
believe any of this shit. How?
Daikon loves the highest, like for real.
You can love somebody and not believe all the foolishness they tell you.
Yeah, but y'all, I mean, they've been together.
Scientifically not founded in any type of way. Like
we've seen a lot of people on TV who don't believe basic facts. Anyway, I want to talk about this. Anyway, so we found out that the late Lilo is the son of a senator, and therefore he took Lacey to a group of senators to be gang raped. I mean, that's horrible. I mean, and again, are we gonna get into that? Are the senators gonna come looking for him? Is Lilo's dad gonna come looking for him? And then magically, all of a sudden, everybody wants wood. Wood is the most important thing at the Rakadouchi camp. All of a sudden, now that Oliver has hidden Lilo's body parts in there, and no one smells or sees anything until Andrew moves one block of wood, and he's like, "Oh my God, nah, I can smell body parts." I'm like, what's going on?
Plot convenience.
Yes, obviously. But then somehow William is not strong enough to lift the body. The wood is fine, but the few, like maybe 100, 150 pounds of, no, probably at least 100, so 150, maybe 200 pounds of body parts. William's like, I can't. But then Oliver comes up like, whoop. I mean, Big Dick Oliver just sitting up there, like just trying to figure out how he's gonna get out of this situation. Speaking of penises, since Tally is obviously having sex with the mechanic in the bus to help to get assistance to leave this camp, and now Andrew is coming looking for her. Why would he go to the mechanic? Did he ever see them together? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, my point is the cliffhanger is obviously because this is Tyler Perry. All right. This ain't because of me. This because it's Tyler Perry. All right. Tyler Perry is consistent by one thing, and that's dick sucking. All right. So Tally is very, very, very likely sucking off the bus driver as Andrew's going to come up next episode and catch her pregnant with his child on her knees, sucking off another man. He will immediately think of Sarah. He's like, I can't not keep a faithful woman. He's going to put those two together. And once again, what's up?
Is he gonna chop her head off?
Probably chop his head off. I think she. I mean, she is carrying his child, or the highest's child.
That's right.
I mean, since they both got seated, you know what I'm saying? He got seated, so now it's the highest child.
Well, I think he got seated before. I mean, after. I think he got seated after.
They really don't specify when actually she got pregnant. It's just at some point she realized she was pregnant. But I see your point. So maybe not. But he's still committed to the high. I think he might kill the mechanic, which is going to mess up the highest's plans. So I got. Oh my God. So once again, the Rakadushi camp is in Washington, D.C. That is high East Coast. All right. They got to get down to Mexico. That's several states away. The closest you get to Mexico is, I think, is Texas. I mean, border-wise. I don't think you can hit it from Louisiana. They got to drive from D.C. to Texas in buses with children. So ultimately, these kids could be mules, which means what? Very likely, these kids are getting drugs put in them, either in the front or in the back. But drugs are going in them, one way or the other. This includes Ruth's and Tally's daughters. Like, I'm like, this is a whole new level. Like, it hurt me to be like, these kids are going to look at the beach and have something put up their butt, probably.
At least they get to see the beach.
This is not okay. This is not okay. And you know, often those balloons pop, and then the drugs get into the carrier system, to the mule system. So a couple of these kids can really die. Like, this is.
And the highest kept asking, like, why would anybody want to leave this place? I mean, don't they know what the outside world is? Like, you got to get a job. I'm like, I'd rather get a job than have some shoved up my behind.
I know, right? Someone or something. Like, it's just not okay. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me of inappropriate touching. So when Andrew comes back and he goes to Daikon to say, hey, I did it. Here's the pictures and the website already on my phone, just because I knew you want to see both of them. Daikon kisses Andrew to be like, now you're one of us? Is that what we're doing now? I mean, they went from I'm gonna smell your penis, I don't trust you, to I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth. You just went out.
Oh.
What did you say?
I mean, he had to work his way up, literally. Like, he had started down here and worked his way up.
Oh, got it. I was like, okay, I get that. Kind of started with the bottom. Now he's here. But Daikon is the bottom, though, so you know. All right. Well, they all are. I don't think anybody gives it to the highest. He's still on that shit, though.
That's what the women are for. I mean, Andrew screwing Tally, Daikon is screwing Ruth.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I gotta see. I don't know. I gotta see where all this is headed. How is Ruth going to balance her two men? Is she really going to be the queen of this camp, which is obviously about to go to shit? The first time any kind of cops show up, everybody's getting yogurt and is gonna die. Like, I mean, like whatever. Like, Sister Marva is already ready to kill all these people.
Yeah, and what's the other guy? The other undercover with the sheriff.
Oh, Brian, the cop you're talking about. Yeah.
Why isn't the sheriff like not wanting to go in? Is he working with them or?
They said someone was on the payroll. I think it's the sheriff. But you remember when they went and he took those brownies or whatever, and he got on that shit, right? So I don't think he's like on the payroll. I think maybe he's on the drugs and kind of like Lynn, like he's like into the stuff now. Like maybe he's addicted to some things, and we haven't seen there's some things that happen off camera. But I think maybe he's addicted to the food, and therefore. But I don't think he was on the payroll from the beginning, or they wouldn't have gave him the drug filled brownies or whatever when they came the first time. But there is something going on. There's clearly something going on. And I don't know why Brian is like, he don't need him. He's the FBI. Like, go get the rest of Mac and the rest of them agents, except for Malcolm, because Malcolm's fucking everybody's wife. Get the rest of the agents and be like, come on down and let's save these kids. It's always about the kids. It's like, come save these kids. Yeah, this don't have to be Waco. They have no security. It's Clark. It's Clark and Oliver. And some other dude that don't get no lines. It's those three. That's it. So like it's not that hard to take down this camp. It really, really is not. If they can cut a fence and 6 people can run out, 3 people can run in and just kill the highest and be done with it. And Marva, because she definitely is crazy. Like you got to take her out.
Yeah, because everybody else is planning their own little escape party.
Yes, or embezzlement, plan. I'm like, damn, they're taking all the money. And then Marva had her Me Too moment because she was confronted by the fact when Daikon came to see her to be like, why are you messing with my men? And she had to go see Clark, like, why are you snitching? Why are you snitching, huh? Because that I touched your penis doesn't mean that I want that to get with you. But the accent is way too much. Accent is over the top. But yeah, she wasn't too happy about that. She wasn't too happy about that. So we just got to see where that goes. Lynn, I don't know. She's very self-destructive. I don't know what's going on with her. She's like, this is what I like to be. I like to be a drug-addicted cheater. I guess. Like, what happened? Just because Brian didn't want to have a baby? Like, did he make her get an abortion or something? I can't remember. Was there like abortion in this thing or something?
I think so.
I don't know, man, but they need counseling, like for real. Like, you need to sit down, work this stuff out.
Go to rehab, and then they need to go to counseling.
She needs to run her ass back to the highest and just be on the thing. Be like, this, I'm here for you. See me, love me. Here's all my stuff packed up in this car. I'm a former Marine. I can be a guard, or I'm a counselor, so I can teach these kids or whatever. And then like she joins it
or something.
But she haven't been to work. She's a counselor, / teacher. She haven't been to work. Former Marine, wanted to go undercover. I was like, what is going on? Talk to me. I'm confused. I'm confused right now. I like how Sarah's son was magically at the nanny's to be like, no, he was asleep. I remember that. Like he was asleep in the bed. So they got him up after all the screaming and shooting, took him to the nanny's house in the middle of the night so they could fake her death. That's the story we're going with. I'm like, that kid's gonna need some counseling. Because I'm pretty sure he heard his daddy saying all kinds of nasty things about his mama. So I was like, it's I hope we probably won't see that kid again because that's just don't do that. Yeah. All right. So is Tally still pregnant? She gonna make it? She's dead on when they were running in the woods. I really was like, are they gonna come past Bobby and Lily having sex in the woods? I was like, if they do, there's a possibility. It's all connected. I was like, that would have been it. They find Kyle, Max. They find Max at the camp.
The secret camp that nobody can find them.
It's protected. Because they're former Rangers. This is the Oval. Excuse me. The other great Tyler Perry show that we review. Anything else? Anything else you want to talk about?
I'm interested to see who will kill Malcolm.
Yes.
I think Cynthia might do it.
As she finds out all that he's boned everybody in her circle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. one too many drinks. She's like, block, block, block.
Mhm.
Yeah, he pulled the gun on her. It'd be self defense. I mean, really don't give a shit about his wife. I mean, I don't know what she did.
Maybe the
Oh,
hood.
yeah, the special hold, the special needs hold. Like, shh, it's okay, it's okay. Oh.
Like, happened to be like, oops, she fell.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Malcolm goes home to pack up his shit, and she comes up behind him like, snap, snap, snap. He's like, oh shit, he's dead. Oh no! Since we lopping off heads, she just comes up behind him like with a kitchen knife, just like whop whop whop. Head just flies clean off, like like Mortal Kombat. She just gets two knives and she's like, whoosh. It's like Deadpool. That's what I was thinking.
Is the Spartacus like?
Oh, that was good. That was good. That would be good. That was a good scene. That was a good scene in the arena. They both got a whole bunch of naked men for no reason. Yep. So all right. So we'll see. Anything else?
Yep.
All right, guys. That's the 3 episodes of Ruthless season 2. If you're still watching this video, thank you. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please like on the video, comment on the video. More importantly, share the video. Help us tell a friend. Let's start a tell a friend program. All right. If you're a subscriber, share our videos with somebody else. Get them to be a subscriber, and we'll build this family together. One day we'll get monetized, and then we will pass the money on to you. Every 30 cents that we get from an ad, we'll like buy something and do giveaways. How about that? So we can do this together. Because I'm just losing money in this deal. Anyway, yeah, maybe that's too much. We got a lot of things coming up. We got Coming to America 2. We're gonna do that soon, and that's not gonna be good for that movie. I'm just gonna let you know. Like, spoiler alert, it's gonna go bad. Because I was very disappointed. But we're having different opinions on that. We got Power coming up. We got Snowfall, all kinds of stuff. So we got plenty of things coming up. If there are any other movies you like for us to review, please let us know. TV shows take way too long. But movies we can probably throw in there. We have Falcon and Winter Soldier coming. We got Justice League coming next week, so we got a lot more superhero stuff coming. That's kind of how we started the channel anyway. Big Mafia Family. I want to do. Have you read any articles on that yet? 50 Cent's new show. I said it to you. So
Black Mafia family.
Black Mafia Family.
Oh,
My bad. It's still a B. Shit. Anyway, so Black Mafia Family. Are you familiar with that? Okay. All right. So you have been keeping up with articles?
no.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, either way. Let's read up on it. Carl, maybe a new member to the team. He actually knows about the book and all that kind of shit. So he was like, give me some spiel on that. It's a thing. So I was like, okay, so we can put that in there. So maybe we can do that. As we did Queens. Just kind of build up before the show starts. Since again, 50 said this is gonna be bigger than Power. Lala's in it. Expert acting that is. Anyway, we're gonna do that video at some point. Anyway, guys, thank you guys very much. As Jerry Springer always says, take care of yourselves and each other, and ask yourself, what would the Raku do? That's how you get through life. What would the Raku do?
I'm feeling Rakadushi.
I'm feeling Rakadushi. Remember the Rakadushi.